Good morning, squad. Welcome back to Mad Mizzy Sports Morning Show, the number one spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate in the morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all have a great day today. We got a beautiful rundown today. Of course, we're going to go back to Monday Night Football, recap the 24-12 Green Bay Packers win over the Los Angeles Rams. Then I'm going to touch on Damian Lillard passing Clyde Drexler as the all-time leading scorer in Portland Trail Blazers history. Then I'm going to touch on odds that Brady returns next season. And we're going to break down the games that's coming on TNT tonight of the Golden State Warriors at the New York Knicks and the Memphis Grizzlies at the Denver Nuggets. Let's get right into it, gang. So let's start it off going back to Monday Night Football, and the Green Bay Packers went over the Los Angeles Rams 24-12. What was my takeaway from this game, and what's the odds that the Packers can make the playoffs? Let's break down the game. To me, this was just a reflection of what the Green Bay Packers are this year, a ground and pound team. 17 carries from Aaron Jones, 90 yards on the ground. Then you think about just the struggles from Baker Mayfield. I knew Baker was going to fall back to the median, 12 for 21, 111 yards, only one touchdown. Just wasn't able to move the ball for the Los Angeles Rams. The offensive line is in shambles. Cam Akers can't get the ball running. They're a run football team. They're not a team that's going to drop back and throw the ball 40, 50 times a game. That's not what they want to do. So when they don't get the run game going, they're kind of like my San Francisco 49ers. They sputter a little bit. Then you got Baker Mayfield out there. Like we said, he just arrived into Los Angeles a week and a half ago. So he still doesn't have the top continuity out there to go toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers and that team, and I just knew that Aaron Rodgers was going to come out there and play a very good game against a defense that you didn't have Aaron Donald. You still got Jalen Ramsey out there, but no Aaron Donald to stop the run or get after the passer, so it was going to be tough sledding for the Los Angeles Rams in this game in general, and it reared its ugly head throughout the game, 24-12, and it was a more dominating win than the score even indicates. To me, what's the odds that the Packers can make the playoffs, though? I'm going to say about a 10% chance that the Packers can make the playoffs just because right now they're 3 spots out that last wild card spot. So they're behind the Lions, they're behind the Giants, and they're behind the Commanders. I'm looking at their last 3 games. They faced the Dolphins, the Vikings, and the Lions. I don't know how well they'll do against the Dolphins. They already lost to the Vikings and the Lions this year. So I'm not too confident that the Green Bay Packers are going to win out. And if they don't win out, then they dang sure ain't got no chance. Let's move on, though. Damian Lillard passes Clyde Drexler last night on the all-time scoring list for the Portland Trail Blazers, becoming the number 1 all-time scorer in Portland Trail Blazers history. What does this mean? And is Damian Lillard right in his assessment of where he stands in all-time shooting history? He claims to be the second best all-time shooter, or in the discussion is the second best all-time shooter behind Stephen Curry. What do y'all believe? To me, just want to tip my cap to Damian Lillard. This just proves his worth to the NBA, to the Portland Trail Blazers, to pass Clyde Drexler and all those great players that played for the Portland Trail Blazers over the years as the all-time leading scorer in Portland Trail Blazers history is just monumental. So tip my cap to Damian Lillard. He's definitely worth the $40-50 million they paying him a year. So tip my cap to Damian Lillard. And is he the second best shooter of all time? To me, I would say yes, simply because I know a lot of people going to go out there, they're going to say Ray Allen. They going to say Reggie Miller. They going to say Larry Bird. And I'm going to say Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, they would do it mostly off of coming off picks. Like other people would have to set them up. Ray Allen had a little bit of one-on-one game, but Ray Allen's one-on-one game wasn't nothing like Damian Lillard, and Reggie Miller didn't really have a one-on-one game. Like he had a little one-on-one game, but his one-on-one game was nowhere near what Ray Allen's was, and it was nowhere near what Damian Lillard's is. So to me, when I look at Damian Lillard and I look at Stephen Curry and the way that they do it because of their stature, how small they are, and that they shoot from so far away, that they do it coming off of picks, off the ball, off the dribble, off the catch and shoot. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, it's just a variety of ways that they can put the ball in the basket that makes them number 1 and 2, in my opinion, as the best shooters of all time. So yeah, to me, I would definitely agree with Damian Lillard in his assessment of where he lands on the all-time list of greatest shooters in history of the NBA. I would say he's probably number 2. And then with Larry Bird, I would say Larry Bird was just a big dude. He got to his spot. He was a good shooter. He was a good one-on-one dude, but I wouldn't say like he was a better shooter than Damian Lillard. I would say he's a better player than Damian Lillard, but I wouldn't say that he's a better shooter than Damian Lillard. I think Dame is very, very underrated in what he brings to the game. game of basketball, especially as a shooter, when you think about the range. And to me, how he's just maybe 2 or 3 notches under Steph Curry. Like he right there. You feel what I'm saying? And we know how great Steph is and how he revolutionized the game. I think Damian Lillard added to that revolution. Let's move on though. What's the odds that Tom Brady returns next year? Everywhere you turn, everybody, well, Tom Brady's going to return next year, but he's not going to be with Tampa Bay. To me, there is a 5% chance that Tom Brady returns next year. Yeah, I'm going to say 5% chance just because of his competitive nature and all that. But to me, I look at it and he's not a dude that he can uplift the players around him anymore. So where is he going to go in, step into a winning roster right now and be able to plug and play? I know everybody be saying Las Vegas, you got Josh McDaniels out there, his old offensive coordinator. You got Devontae Adams, you got Darren Waller, you got Josh Jacobs, you got all these pieces, you got Hunter Renfrow. But do all those dudes want to play with Tom Brady for just one more year at the age of 46? Devontae Adams literally came to the Las Vegas Raiders to play with his best friend Derek Carr. So then all of a sudden this next offseason, y'all gonna get rid of Derek Carr and bring in old Tom Brady for one season? After he's shown that he's losing some arm strength. No matter what you want to say, he's losing some arm strength. He can't get the ball out there as far as he used to. So, to me, I'm going to say it's a 5% chance. Everybody talk about my San Francisco 49ers. You are out of your mind if you think Kyle Shanahan wants to just scrap his offensive system and run with Tom Brady's offensive system. You are out of your mind if you think that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are going to sit Trey Lance for a 3rd year in the NFL for Tom Brady for 1 year. You're out of your mind if you think that they don't believe that Trey Lance can go out there and win with this roster right now. You're just out of your mind. You feel what I'm saying? To think that my San Francisco 49ers are just not going to move forward with Trey Lance and Brock Purdy next year and pay Nick Bosa in that defense that's been out of this world. We don't have the money to pay no Tom Brady. You get what I'm saying? So to me, I'm going to say it's a 5% chance of Tom Brady returning next year simply because there's no plug-and-play team available for him. You might be able to say the New York Giants. I don't see them as a Super Bowl contender. You might say the New York Jets. That might be the closest thing, but then again, I still don't see them moving off of Zach Wilson and Mike White for an old 46-year-old Tom Brady. I think everybody at the end of the day is going to keep saying, bro, go get that money in the booth, bro. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, some corny teams are going to be willing to kick the tires on Tom Brady because why not? To me, I'm going to say it's a 5% chance of Tom Brady returning to the NFL next season. Retire, bro. Ride off on your horse, bro. Because then everybody keeps saying, well, he don't want to go away losing another season like this. Well, how long you going to keep going along? Because what if he come back next year and it's a worse season than it was this year? Like, how long is that going to be your motivation? Oh, I don't want to walk away unless... Because you won a Super Bowl in Tampa. That was your time to walk away if it was all about being on top. Or when you was in the playoffs last year. So I'm going to say 5% chance simply because to me he's regressing. He's losing some arm strength. And then there's no plug and play win team available for him to just go to right now. There's just not. Now, a team might pop up out of nowhere. Who knows? But he's not going to Las Vegas and he's not going to San Francisco. I can guarantee you that. Let's move on, though. Let's touch on the games coming on TNT tonight for the NBA. We got the Golden State Warriors at the New York Knicks, and we got the Memphis Grizzlies at the Denver Nuggets. To me, I want to just touch on the Golden State Warriors, and they need this win badly. They played well against the Philadelphia 76ers. They got to win in that next game. So I think the Warriors right now are 1-2 on this road trip so far, in this East Coast road trip. So they need this win, go for 500. Like I said, they got to push while Steph Curry is out. If they can go to 500 while Steph is out, then they should be able to stay afloat in that Western Conference. That's nobody's running away with the Western Conference right now. So for me, I'm looking for an attempted explosion from Jordan Poole. I'm looking for him to go out there and have a big game, or an attempt to have a big game. But I'm going to say the Knicks pull it out in a close one. I just like the way that Jalen Brunson closes out the games for them. I like the way that Julius Randle is bouncing back from a down year last year. And they've been playing good in prime time. I've been coming out here saying I hate the Knicks. They're still boring to me, but they win. I can't deny the results of the game. You get what I'm saying? So I respect the Knicks. They're going to be a tough team. I think they'll pull out a close one. I'm going to say 109 to 105. 109, 105. So let's move forward to the Memphis Grizzlies at the Denver Nuggets. This should be a good one. You got Ja Morant versus Jamal Murray, and you got Nikola Jokic out there. So I'm looking forward to the star-studded matchup in the West Coast. I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets, though, in the Mile High. I think that Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray are going to be too much. I mean, we know Ja's going to come out there, do his thing. Desmond Bane and those dudes going to come out and show up and ball out. But I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets in this one. I'm going to go with the two home teams in this game. I'm going to say that the Denver Nuggets might. I think this is going to be a blowout game because there's just no parity in the NBA. Sometimes these dudes just don't have the energy to go out there and compete for the full 48 minutes. So I'm going to go with the Nuggets in a big one. I'm going to say 115 to 102. 115, 102. Denver Nuggets over the Memphis Grizzlies. Let me know what y'all think. Let's recap Monday Night Football. 24-12. Green Bay Packers win over the Los Angeles Rams. What's the odds that the Green Bay Packers make the playoffs this year? Damian Lillard passes Clyde Drexler as the all-time leading scorer for the Portland Trail Blazers. Where does he stack up as far as all-time shooters in the history of the NBA? What's the odds that Tom Brady returns to the NFL next season? And who do y'all have in the NBA games coming on TNT tonight of the Golden State Warriors at the New York Knicks and the Memphis Grizzlies at the Denver Nuggets? Mad Mizzy Sports Morning Show. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert. Mizzy World Entertainment. Gang.